Return of the Mac, episode 117. M.A.C. Moss, Andrew, Carl, back in his house.
Here.
What's happening?
We in the motherfucking building.
We back, y'all. We started off with a glee.
That wasn't expected
to get wicked out here.
You know, I'm feeling pretty good, man. Barring the circumstances, I'm feeling pretty good.
Barring the circumstances?
He's starting to learn how to cope with life while the Steelers are garbage, is what he was trying to say.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
We'll get to that.
Hey,
no worries other than that.
We will.
Good week, though?
Good. Yeah. Did a little quick road trip yesterday. Just went up to Richmond, and was it yesterday? No, the day before Saturday. And we went up there for a festival, and it was her brother's birthday, my girl's brother's birthday. So we partied, drank, chilled, and went up there for a little festival. I got approached for future modeling.
He's picking up all the gigs, huh?
Yeah. So possibly.
What kind of clothes does he design?
You a hand model?
Huh?
You be a hand model?
No, not a hand model. You tried to be funny.
I was funny. Whether anybody else caught it or not, I was funny.
It was. Yeah, you're right.
Funny.
You're correct.
I got you.
What do you expect in that field?
I was on it.
What do you expect in that field? You know, what it is. And then also to have the balls to approach someone like myself and ask.
What do you expect? More balls to approach.
So, I mean, it makes sense. But
what was your response?
I just told him. He asked me if I was interested in doing some kind of modeling show or in the future, and I said, sure, we can talk about it. He gave me a business card.
Okay.
And said, just give me your contact information and we'll look at things in the future. So maybe not. I don't know. I wasn't going to reject it though. You never know.
Opportunities could be out there.
You never know.
This could be a podcast breakthrough. We gotta go.
Right. I ain't necessarily perfected my catwalk or nothing like that yet.
I hope not.
That's funny. Lauren doing the catwalk is hilarious.
Carl's
is it still called a catwalk with Amanda?
I don't know.
What else do you call it?
Did they call it a dog walk?
Dog walk? I don't think so. I've never heard that term.
Carl's in his room just listening to Too Sexy.
That's what I kind of want playing as I go down the aisle.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable right now.
And then, if I have a blazer on and it says I'm too sexy for this shirt, that's why I take it off and then flip it over the shoulder.
Okay. All right.
I ain't need the whole image. I ain't need the whole image, but yeah.
Well, bro, that's like a pretty dope scene right there.
A dope scene for who?
I'm just saying.
A dope scene.
For the fashion world, guys. For the fashion world. This is about fashion. Okay?
We're proud of you having new opportunities coming open. You're branching out.
Yeah, this is something that's likely to never flourish or anything ever comes from it, but it happened.
What if he said, it isn't he for real?
It was a big ass strong dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was bigger than me.
Is that a turn on?
Fuck you, bitch. No, it's not. He was clearly
were you intimidated?
He's clearly gay.
Were you intimidated?
No, I'm never intimidated.
BBM?
You said he's bigger than you. I didn't know if he just forcibly walked up on you yo, you a model?
He was clearly a dude that that kept himself in shape and was fit. That's something that was very noticeable.
Okay.
He was a tall cat.
So you noticed his figure.
See, you gotta take it somewhere different, bro. You gotta take it somewhere different. You blind, motherfucker? We all got eyes. You blind? We all got eyes and shit. I'm describing what I saw.
If he had a job opportunity for modeling, but he said, I want to make sure that it's a good fit. You want to be cool with people that you work with, and he wanted to hang out with you first to see if you were cool.
Come kick it at his crib right quick.
No. If anything would like that were to transpire, me and my girlfriend.
Oh, this is a good move.
Can go
smooth move,
and we can go out to eat or something or dinner and talk over business plans.
She wouldn't be intimidated by him.
Yeah, I was about to say you bring her for protection.
Yeah,
exactly.
That makes more sense. Yeah, there you go.
I appreciate you bringing this to the pod. I'm surprised that you even shared this with us.
I figured it'd be a pretty funny story.
Yeah, this is fun. This is fun.
The dog walk. You got a title.
The dog walk.
You got a title.
The dog
Thank
walk.
God. Won't have to come up with that no more.
Oh, man.
It's easy.
What was the festival for? It was
Just some. I guess it's a festival that happens in Richmond every year. It's just one of those things that
once
kind of
fall starts, there's a festival going on.
Right.
weekend.
I mean, it was fairly packed. It wasn't nothing like. It was just one of those festivals. Like if you're a local in that town, or you probably go have a good time and listen to some people cover some music and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It was cool. The vendors, the prices of food when you go to shit like that is just out fucking outrageous.
I'm
I'm not gonna eat anything.
Take advantage of that crowd.
Though I want to try some of these things, it's like I know some of these restaurants I've been to, and y'all don't charge anywhere near that much.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm with you on that. They know once you're there, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, you try. But I mean, luckily the festival itself is free, so you just kind of pull up and
that's not bad.
Roam around and chill. So we didn't even stay that long. There was a nice little car show going on outside, so got to see some like older, cool vehicles and stuff like that. But nothing super special, I guess.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
But you, Mr. Moss.
What the fuck did I do last week? I can't fucking remember the weeks, man. Everything just running together.
It's so bad. I have no idea what I did any day. Somebody asked me, like, what'd you do yesterday? I don't know. Nothing really. That's always my answer.
Football day? Yeah, it's football. Poker. I mean,
the week.
Typical week.
The week doesn't really, I don't even acknowledge the week anymore.
Right.
It's every week is just to get to the weekend for football, poker, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Monday through Thursday. That's terrible, honestly. You're not supposed to live life like that.
I feel like I got so much shit coming up right now. I almost feel overwhelmed.
Like event type things that you've got to do.
Yeah, my daughter's birthday coming up next weekend. Gotta prep for that. And fucking after that, we want to take a trip to Busch Gardens. It's supposed to be like a bunch of us going out there for a little Halloween. Busch Gardens, which we went last year, and that shit is dope. Yeah, it's a fucking great time. It was my first time ever going to Busch Gardens. You got that coming up, and then after that, you gotta. Like I feel like I need to start Christmas shopping.
I'm saying it's holiday season.
I need to start Christmas shopping like yesterday.
You soon.
Got Halloween's fucking coming up. Thanksgiving. Well, I mean, I got the Halloween shit out the way. But we need to get. I got to start Christmas shopping like ASAP, man.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be coming down to the last minute.
Sneak up on you real quick.
All right. I'm glad I don't got to worry about that. But you're right. The last couple months of the year are retarded. Just ridiculous.
Fucking retarded. Yeah,
just
let me
ridiculous.
fucking February, me, please.
Yeah, let's spread it out a little.
Well, even then, I got my girl's birthday and fucking Valentine's Day the same day. March me.
Yeah, so I don't have anything. I don't have any funny, interesting stories. But this weekend, I got myself in quite the whole gambling. I keep telling y'all that it just, like, the weekends have been going pretty well. Football's been treating me good.
It always comes back.
Yeah, this weekend I upped the dollar amounts a little bit more and just got crazy. So I was in a $300 hole on Sunday. So Sunday night, throughout all this, the last couple of days, I've done some maneuvers on these websites to earn a $300 free bet. So I had one big free bet to play to get me out. So I put it on the Browns, the Chiefs, and the Patriots all winning. Just money line.
You mean the Bucks?
Yes, the Bucks.
Same
shit.
Very easy to confuse if Tom Brady is playing against them.
Yes.
Right.
So I made it through the early games, get to the night game. I expect Brady to come out there and just beat the shit out of him. I thought they were going to put up 35 plus.
A lot of what I was thinking.
Is this where we're going?
This was my highlight of the week.
You might as well.
This was my highlight of the week.
Foxborough, bro.
What's that?
You got Foxborough.
I got Foxborough. Yeah. Oh, I did kind of. Yeah. But I mean in a good way. Because I did have the Bucks. I said I missed both. I said the Patriots. But yeah, so I ended up winning the bet. Won the bet. It was $650. So we got all out of the hole. It was the biggest win I've ever had. That felt great. And that was my whole weekend, was just bad luck, chasing it, trying to get out. And eventually I made it out of the hole.
That sounds great.
Not exciting for the listeners. I'm sorry, but it was very eventful weekend.
Motherfuckers is betting out here.
Yeah, everybody.
There's a lot of new bettors out here. Me included. I want a gambler for like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I'm on this shit.
It's so much
Y'all
fun.
won't drag me in it.
I still think we will. You mention spreads
Just
all the
tap in,
time
bro.
now.
You talk all this
I'm
shit about
interested
knowing
in
football and stats and numbers. This is your game.
No,
This is
that's
really your
completely
game.
different.
Yeah,
Nah,
if
it's
you were
really your game.
if you were really confident in all the football film and shit that you watch and all this
Yeah.
stuff that you
That has
see,
zero to do with
you should
gambling.
have some insight.
No, you can gamble
I have
on it
insight.
all. You can gamble on tackles, kicks,
I have
punts,
insight, but I'm not
anything.
If you would like, I could gamble your money and possibly win you something.
You gamble
But
your
I'm not
own
gonna do it
bread,
mine.
you know.
Yeah, it's not gambling if
Especially
there's
if you just started. Like, yeah, go ahead.
it's not gambling if there's no risk. It's not a gamble.
All right then.
Then you're just making
I'm
my
not into
picks.
it. I'm not into it.
That's all right. I believe that we will convert you one day. But if you don't, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we'll get to football. Let's get to football. Let's start with that game since I already brought it up.
Sunday night.
And it was one of the bigger games of the week anyway.
Game of the week. I think
All
it
the
was.
build up, all week.
Yeah, all
we got the Brady
Tom's coming
Belichick.
home.
Pretty annoying throughout the week.
Since last
They were
week, I've been hearing,
trying-
speaking of bets, I've been hearing so many crazy bets against us. Just so many crazy bets.
Last
3
night.
touchdowns,
Yeah.
Brady. Gronk gonna get 2 of them. Of course, he didn't play. But it was just a whole bunch of crazy. I'm like, y'all really think they're gonna come in our place and bust our ass against our defense?
Yeah, well, look. So I think what happened with the gambling side of things
Right.
is I think what you saw was a whole bunch of me's. People that have bet against Brady their whole life
Right.
and kept losing. And you
Yeah.
finally get a chance to bet against the Patriots and have Brady on your side. And it's like, yo,
Yeah,
give me that free money.
That is a wicked
I'm
flip.
finally on the right side.
That's a wicked flip.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened. But throughout the week, I thought it was annoying early in the week. I felt like they were really trying to make the Belichick Brady thing like beef.
They really were.
They were trying to
They
make.
kept stirring shit up, bringing up old comments, the trainer being a chatty patty and all this. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right.
Did you think they did that? Did you notice that throughout
I
the
didn't
week?
really pay attention to any of the stuff.
They just bring up a
coming
whole
up
bunch
to
of
the
dirt.
game. No.
Yeah, I guess and mostly.
I mean, they were trying to sell it. I mean, I get
Yeah.
that. They're trying
Yeah.
to sell it, but it's just, I mean,
Great
all you had to do
storyline.
was tell me that Brady was coming back to Foxborough, and that,
That's
But
what
just
I'm
think of how
saying.
many
that's
storylines
a
you can
story.
create from that.
right, for
alone.
sure. Well, I mean, that's a story to me.
was
That's what you want to see because we haven't seen that.
That's perfectly laid out on a silver platter to cover easily.
Right,
There was no need for to try to reach for stuff. I've never believed. Look, clearly Belichick and Brady had like tension and wore out their relationship just from being together for so long.
As you should.
But I never thought that they like left and hated each other.
Right.
Like it was,
right.
I felt like they clearly wanted to be better than the other one because they are just crazy competitors, and it did get irritating at the end or whatever. But they got love and respect for each other.
Yeah.
Been at this for 20 years
Exactly.
and made each other's
If there
careers.
won't love there, like what are we talking about? You don't be together with somebody for that long.
Right.
Almost half your life. Half Brady's life, basically.
I mean, I assume it's just like, so much mutual respect there.
Right.
That, it is what it is. So, I mean, I never thought it was any kind of beef or
I didn't.
anything like that with them.
Crazy shit.
So the game. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
So they were, I'll say this just bring up wild stuff, about how Belichick didn't meet with Brady in person after he left and all this. It's like, all right, yo. You think he hasn't seen him since that day that he declared said he was leaving? Like, you think he hasn't seen him at all? Or talked to him at all? Like,
You probably feel like, what's the point? Nah, it's not like
we're not co-workers anymore.
Right. It's one of those things that
This
happens.
is still business.
it's still a business, bro. You on another team now.
Yeah. Even after the game, they had the report. The report came out shortly after the game. Belichick met with Brady. He was in the Tampa Bay locker room for 24 minutes.
A secret meeting. Meeting after the game.
Somebody was sitting out there with a stopwatch, waiting to see how long they met. Just retarded.
But nothing about it.
The game gets started and it's fucking pouring.
Pouring down right now.
And as soon as I saw that, I started getting nervous as hell about that bet.
That's what I was saying.
talking about.
Foxborough,
Yeah, it was so gross, bro.
It was, yeah.
They got a weather machine
It
up
was
there.
filthy.
They just, whatever they need.
It's just a bad weather state, man. It's a bad
Oh,
weather
that motherfucker got a weather
area.
machine up there, and y'all be utilizing that shit. I know it.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. Do what you got to do.
I was playing poker during the game, so I was watching it while we were playing, but I didn't see. I wasn't paying close attention. But from what I saw, I was really impressed with Mac Jones. I'm honestly impressed with the Patriots overall to have that be such a good game. And then the final field goal off the post, 54, 56, something like that, yard field goal in the rain.
Which I think we should have went for, but that's
I did too. I did too. Well, I mean, we may as well stay there.
Yeah.
Would you kick that?
What was it? What's the scenario again?
4th and 3 from the 55-yard kick for the win.
In the rain.
In the rain.
Y'all went for it on 4?
No,
Didn't go.
We
for
kicked it.
Kicked the field goal instead.
Oh, instead they missed the field goal.
There's a minute left.
Off the post.
I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, he's there. Bill Belichick sees this kicker all the fucking time, so I would assume he's not sending him out there blindly. He has faith.
I mean, it had the distance.
That's
right off at the end.
It's just the
what I was
weather at
gonna
that
say.
point. So, I mean, I assume that he's probably seen him kick in those kind of conditions before, and that's what he bases his opinion off of.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially it's your home field. It's not like you're playing in foreign territory or anything like that. I don't really have a problem with it. With a minute left, it does cause some concern because it's like you're going to be giving the ball back to Tom Brady.
Yeah, because if
My thought would be to try to drain as much time off the clock first,
Exactly.
and then because you're only going up what. Yeah,
Two
you only went up 2 because
Yeah.
the final score was what 19-17.
Yeah.
So, you only going up
1 point. Yeah.
1 point at that point. So, I don't know. I think you're putting yourself in a dangerous spot. I mean, I guess it depends on how you felt about how the offense was moving the ball in the second half. If you felt like they weren't really getting a lot of those kind of plays in the second half, it kind of swayed his decision a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like we should have went for it just because how the game was going. We was in that position to just get 3 yards. At the same time, we finished the game with -1 rushing yards for the game,
Yeah, I saw that.
which didn't make no sense to me.
Insane.
I thought we was about to run it down their throat the whole time. But
I thought y'all had a couple good run plays.
We do. We got Damian Harris, decent ones.
I thought y'all hit
James
y'all
White.
didn't hit.
James White out for the season. Looked like he's getting fucked his hip up, but
They've had the best rush defense. I don't know if
Right.
they are this year, but I know last year they finished
Yeah,
number
that's a strong
1
point.
overall.
That's a strong
because
point.
Vita Vea is fat ass.
So-
Can't get nothing
No,
by this.
basically what we did, we was at Richard Sherman's head all night.
It was
We was sniping at him all. He played the whole game. I think he played the whole game
6
except for
yards.
1 snap.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
After missing football for like 6 months.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Had the rest of the week that he would have team.
Was he getting burnt? Honestly, the only play I saw him on was when I think he recovered a fumble.
Yeah, he recovered a fumble.
But I didn't see it. I didn't see
No,
it.
they
He
was,
was getting beat.
we were literally going to him every
Gotcha.
time just because we knew that he was out of shape. There's no way you're in shape. You've been out of football for 6 months.
Yeah.
And you just come back with less than a week.
But he
with a
could have
team.
won. He could have won at any of their DBs.
But he played the whole game though. But
I don't
it was
think
on
any
his
of them are
ass.
that great.
Their secondary is terrible, and
Yeah.
right now. I mean, it's so bad because
They got
there's so
lucky.
many
They
injuries.
were like opportunistic last year, and like just making plays on the ball. But at no point did I ever think they were like a dominant secondary or anything like that.
No, not at all.
And of
Lost
course,
their top 3 DBs are out right now.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I mean that
that's obviously
definitely
the biggest
doesn't help
problem.
anything. But yeah, I mean, I just thought I was surprised at how close the game was. But back to your point about Mac Jones, it's just what I've always seen for Mac Jones since he stepped on the field. Like he showed it to us at Alabama, but of course, it's just hard to judge all of that shit when you're looking at all
Yeah,
this
they all
talent
showed it in
around
college, you know?
Alabama. But the thing that they were correct about in Mac Jones' evaluation is that he's probably the most day one ready quarterback just because he can run your offense. Like
Right.
he's good at, first of all, like retaining the information, but also making quick and good decisions with that information
He's
as
a
well
great
too.
decision maker.
So that is
For
the
the most
biggest
part.
thing that I've seen about Mac Jones. And I mean, if you can do that, regardless of the lack of talent, like elsewhere, you could be a quality starter in the NFL for a long time, as long as these are the things that you can do.
Right, those are your
Because
special
he has
skills.
enough of pocket awareness and mobility to be good. He's never going to be the guy you run a QB option with or anything like that.
This
But
game, I was impressed. I was impressed with his whole game, pretty much, besides that pick. But 31 for 40, 275. That's great. In that weather,
Yeah,
to be that
weather,
consistent,
for sure.
that's crazy. And I like more so how he was staying in that pocket and getting that ball off.
Yeah.
The last game, I think against the Saints, they was rushing him out the pocket, and he was running. It's like, yo, that's not your game. He was standing there getting hit and getting completions every time. I was like, yo, I fuck with that shit. I fuck with that heavy. How he was standing there and getting that shit off.
I mean, he knows where to go with the ball. It's
Yeah.
not like he's panicking when he's getting hit. Like, he's releasing it to an open guy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. Like I said, running the offense. He does that pretty well.
Made it happen. But, that defense, man. Matt Judon was on Brady's ass all night. All night. He didn't get comfortable at all, not one time. And he had a lot of balls sail over some receivers' heads a few times, too. That rain was affecting him a little bit.
Yeah, he certainly wasn't quite as sharp as usual.
That looked like he was missing Gronk, his safety net.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they really AB dropping that pass would have made it not close at all, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have made it.
There was a lot of plays like that.
That was tough.
You're talking about the touchdown
catch.
at the end of
It
the
was
game?
two.
Yeah, that was a tough catch.
It was two of them.
Yeah, back to back. Brady missed him on the first
one got called. The one deep ball to AB got called back because of a
I'm
penalty.
talking about the one where he was there and it went like behind his head because he looked the wrong way or some shit.
Yeah, back to back plays. I thought Brady missed him on that one, but he might have turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
But he dropped that touchdown, and there was, it was hard to tell because I was super biased because I was cheering so hard for the bet.
Right.
But there was two plays, at least on the last two drives, that were just easy interceptions that the Bucs just dropped. It could have gotten a little bit different.
Yeah, I remember that one in the red zone. I was like, bro, that was so good. He had just had a streak of 19 straight completions or something.
That one hit the
Until we got in the red zone, he threw it right to the linebacker. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
I was about to lose my shit, but then, he bounced back the next play. Got that shit to, oh, my boy. Can't think of his name right now because he's been bullshitting the last couple of weeks.
Overall, though, very impressive game.
Oh, John, excuse me. Smith.
Oh, yeah. It's a mistake. I think it's hard.
Who next? I want to talk about the Chiefs, actually. This was the first time I pretty much watched the whole game since they were on TV. That was one of the games I was watching.
Yeah, I was watching that too.
And we already know everything we need to know about their offense. That defense is so bad.
It's bad.
We've said it. We've known it. It wasn't new information. But actually watching it and just seeing how the Eagles just scored.
Yeah.
Every single time they touched the ball, it felt like there was never a point that it seemed like the Chiefs were going to stop them. You just knew that they weren't going to stop them back either. So it wasn't like the game was ever in jeopardy or anything, but that is a real problem.
They got one
First
good defender.
387 yards?
Well, they got two good defenders. And they're really good, but they're not going to change the entire
They've got
landscape
a real
of the game.
problem.
And that was my biggest issue. I get they had the need at tackle they had to fulfill. But that was my biggest issue with them giving up that many picks or whatever they did. I forgot, but it was a lot for what they paid for Orlando Brown or whatever. Because I felt that they could get talent in the draft to help their defense where they really needed. Because, Patrick Mahomes is going to make up for a lot of deficiencies. You're not going to be playing the best pass rush every week. So therefore, Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to have a lot of escapability and make some plays outside of the pocket anyway. And there's things that you could do to kind of scheme around that if your quarterback has mobility as far as moving the pocket and stuff. I always thought that their initial issues that they had to fix were on the defensive side of the football. Get you a pass rusher or something. They don't have a guy that can consistently get to the quarterback from the edge. And really, that's what we knew the Chiefs, not when they were good, really, really good like they are now, but when they were a good team with Alex Smith, we knew them for getting to the pass, to the quarterback with Tamba Ali, Frank Clark, and they had
Frank Clark.
Yeah, they had a number of pass rushers that can get after people. So I just think they got a problem defensively. They don't have a guy on defense that stands. Chris Jones is definitely a beast, and Tyrann Mathieu is definitely a beast too. But like I said, they can't do it all. And I think the rest of them are just really below average players, not even necessarily quality starters. Like Sorensen, this guy's been on the Chiefs for 10 years and never been a great player. Always been kind of like a backup role-ish kind of guy. So, it's always, they had some room for improvement there. And I think that's what they'll end up paying for. But like I said, Mahomes will cover up a lot of that shit.
They needed that, Doug.
Yeah,
Sure. If they would have took one to the Eagles, whew.
Yeah, that was why I was on that one. There was no
Questions
way they were
gonna
losing
emerge.
that. I don't know what happens long term. Ultimately, I think they're clearly still one of the best teams, but that was the first time I just got to watch the really a full game and see it in action. It was really bad, but they didn't punt once the whole game, so that helps if your defense is not going to do much. Just score every time. That'll be a good way to handle it.
And Tariq was going crazy.
Oh God, he's so ridiculous. It
Oh,
doesn't.
He had almost was it 186 and 2 touchdowns or something like that, or three
he had three.
tubs. Yeah,
I don't
he
even
had three touchdowns.
Yeah, because they weren't going to Kelsey.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I was pissed about that. I had a
It was
fucking
clearly a
score.
game plan decision. I did too. Yeah.
Well, honestly,
11
I think
catches, 186, 3 TDs.
I think most team
Shit.
strategy plan. I mean, and mine probably would be to double Kelsey, and
Well, 'cause,
then just try to not let Tyreek beat you deep. You know what I'm saying? That is what your strategy until it happens. I mean, the guys
But
just
then Mahomes extends the play and
right.
running
There's
around.
just certain things you can't account for.
You gotta
that
try.
happen.
You gotta try to neutralize one weapon. Pick which weapon you're gonna go for. And as unstoppable as Kelsey is,
Right.
like I physically don't think there's an answer to Tyreek Hill. Like there's not anybody that you could switch up to cover him deep. You gotta obviously scheme for it, but you doubling Kelsey makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, because
They just have to do it.
he's going to go to Kelsey if you don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah, you don't pick one of them, but you can't find a guy
Right.
fast enough to go.
You're going to get
pick
ate up. Do you want to get ate up like 10-yard catches all the way down the field, or these? I mean, I know it hurts to have a 50-yard bomb go over your head, but I feel like you can protect against that more than the 10-yard dink and
Should be able
dunk.
to.
That's just going to happen
Yeah.
if you don't try to double it up. So, hey, I don't know. What do y'all think about the Eagles, though? Did they show you something, or is it just like?
No, I think they're an average team. I think they're honestly.
It's Hurts or bust.
I just think they're average.
It's really Hurts or bust. Whatever he does is how they gonna play. At the end of the day, I mean, their defense is decent. They got some nice D line and all that. But
Yeah, and I just don't envision Hurts as the quarterback. You should be putting all of that on his shoulders like that.
they ain't got nothing else.
Oh, yeah, I guess
They don't
not.
have any offensive weapon. I don't know. They just don't
Devontae
impress me.
Smith's nice.
Devontae Simmons
He is.
good.
He is
He's playing good.
He's good.
And he's been connecting with him like a motherfucker too.
I don't mean they're like the offense is trash or anything. Sanders is a solid back, but they're not like a team that you're afraid of offensively. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, they got weapons, Ertz and Goddard, but I don't think they use their running backs. I think that's their biggest problem is they just don't. They refuse to give the ball consistently to somebody like Miles Sanders. Like you just don't see it. I don't know. I think that's their biggest issue is just not utilizing their running back and just trying to be. I don't know, like
Ass heavy team.
Right. I mean, they could really probably be more. It'd probably be a better passing version, maybe a little less on the running end of like Baltimore or something like that. But you have to have that kind of mental makeup, or your coordinator does. And I don't think they want to be pass happy and throw it around the yards.
It seems like there's like 2 or 3 teams that are still in on trying to make the run offense be their thing. Everybody, the pass stuff is just so exciting, and it's such a pass heavy league. Like teams just can't help but throw the ball.
Yeah.
Even Dallas, like this past week, they ran it like crazy, and it obviously worked very well. They've been putting up points anyway. But I've always felt like they just don't use Zeke. We've talked about that on here before.
Right.
It's just so exciting to have all these weapons and shit. I don't know.
What do we think about Dallas right now? Since you brought them up, they beat you guys, right?
Yeah, I have a hard time judging Dallas because I've thought that they were really good for like 3 years now. The names and stuff that they have on the team, I just always expect they're going to be better than they are, and they keep underperforming. So I think they're really good this year, but I don't know. I mean, my credibility is not great on Dallas because I've thought so for a long time. But their defense seems to be very much improved. That one corner's got 5
Diggs, Tavon Diggs.
Got pick in every game this year, 5 of them total. The linebacking core you already know is good. They've got some pass rushers. So that was like the biggest problem last year. Dak looks incredible. And their offense we already knew was loaded. I think their offense, I wanted to ask you guys about this. I have them as a top 5 offense. Do you think that's out of line or no?
Sounds pretty accurate.
Dallas is the best offense in football.
I think the Cardinals are, but Cardinals, Chiefs, Cowboys, Buccaneers, and I had it earlier. What's the fifth one? I'm missing somebody obvious.
I don't fucking know, man.
Bills.
That's great.
Okay, yeah, you can go.
That was one. Those are the five that I came up with that are just like their offenses are in another tier. Like you're coming in expecting that they're going for 30 every game. You've got to try to limit it down from there.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's the Cardinals over Dallas though?
Because because of what they've done this year.
You stay putting no respect on the Cardinals, bro.
No, I mean they whooped some ass.
It's production.
Okay, but I say I'm going with Dallas because when I think of offense, it's just Dallas can give it to you however you want it.
They have
it's like
every position is
right.
good.
It's sold up. Like even that backup running back can tote it.
Yeah,
pretty damn good.
Their offensive line had 3 of the top 5
studs.
grades this past
week. They got a lot of already proven players at every position offensively, and like I said, whatever way you think you're gonna stop Dallas, you're actually not. Like they're gonna do something else. You know, that we can hand the ball off to Zeke, or we can run jet sweeps to a Pollard, or we can get the ball out quick to CeeDee Lamb, or we can have Amari Cooper beat you down the sideline. It's no way to actually. What are you going to take away from the Dallas offense? That's what I wonder.
I feel like their problem is that they have all those weapons sometimes.
Right.
Like,
they can stop themselves. I don't see anybody else necessarily stopping them.
Yeah, problem is really relative in that they're a great offense, but they seem, sometimes when you watch them play, it seems like they get lost where they're just trying to do one thing too much. But get back to the game. So my Panthers take. I expected that they were going to lose this game anyway. I thought it was going to be a tough one, and they had the 3-0 start was better than I expected already. In the third quarter, they had like 4 straight possessions that were either 3 and out or interception. He threw 2 picks in those 4 drives, and then the other 2 were 3 and out.
And after that just fucks the game.
Yeah, at that moment, we were up 14-13 at half. And we had 2 fumbles that got overturned. One was the correct call. The other one they called stopped forward progress, so they couldn't give it to us.
Yeah.
But like we outplayed them in the first half, and then we outplayed them in the fourth. But in that third, we just got dogged out, and the defense completely fell apart, being on the field the whole quarter, and it got out of hand really quick. I was glad to see them fight back and lose by 8. If we could have got one more stop, we were going to get the ball back. So. I don't know. It was what it was, but that third quarter fell apart, man. Yeah. It was a killer.
When Dallas uses Zeke like that, they are hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes you wonder why aren't you always doing that?
Yeah.
No answer for that.
You know? But I mean, I get it. Like I said, they're little with weapons, so you're going to have, I guess, that kind of issue. You know, when you're a coordinator of what to do or how to attack defenses. But again, I just think they're the best because Zeke can run for 150 or Dak can throw for 500. It's just pick your poison type thing.
I said Cardinals. I'll stick with that because I told you my reason is just they've been the best offense this year so far in the 4 games.
30 plus every game.
Chiefs is who I'm taking. If I have a chance to pick any offense in the league.
Because you're taking Mahomes. You're not taking the offense necessarily. It's Mahomes.
I mean, sure, but we just said Kelsey.
Right. I mean, they do. I'm talking about as a whole, totality, like offensive line, running back. You're taking those 3 players over, and that's completely fair.
Now, what you're saying is fair.
If it comes down to it, of course I won't fucking Mahomes throwing the ball.
No, you're 100% right. Because if they switch teams, I would take Dallas.
Right.
You're right.
That
is a Mahomes specific choice.
It just is what it is, and that's how it is. Quarterback driven thing.
Where are we at here?
Let's talk about.
All those Rams.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that was the Cardinals.
30,
put some respect on our name game.
37-20.
Yeah.
After we just pretty much came in here and said the Rams best team in the NFC. It's not close.
After what they just did to the
I think it was a mixture of both. It was definitely a Cardinals put some respect on our name, and it was a clear come down game for the Rams.
Right.
After that big victory over the Bucks last week, and we did come in here touting their name. I still think they're will be a top 2 NFC team, but Cardinals, man.
Yeah, they look good.
Cardinals.
They're a good team.
Goodness gracious.
They look pretty good right now. Chase Edmonds running for 120 on 12 carries.
Sheesh.
That's pretty damn good. He
So they got one game to me right there.
He had one from the one on their side, or from the two. Like they had him pinned back, important time in the game, and he just broke one off for 55 yards.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Completely changed the drive.
That'll do it.
Connor had multiple touchdowns.
He's had that in like every game though. He's the goal line back.
They're tossing and getting downfield and just punching it in.
They're playing smart football. I mean, can't knock him. Kyler made a couple plays out there too. I mean, his number's not like super spectacular, but is exactly what they need to keep on doing this to people.
What were they?
I mean, it's pretty good. It's 24-32, which is excellent. 268, 2 touchdowns. But that doesn't scream 37 points to me. You know what I'm
that
saying?
screams turnovers. 37-20 with those passing. Well, but you said they had all the rushing yards too.
Well, they only got 2 rushing touchdowns. So I mean,
but the yardage.
Yeah,
But to have 37 points and 268 passing is a little bit lower than I would expect. But if they went
had to get some turnovers.
465 offense.
Stafford threw a pick early.
Only one turnover. Or no, I'm sorry, 2 turnovers. They apparently lost a fumble. So some turnovers must have been short fields. But
right.
Either way, 4-0 and putting up 30 plus every single game.
And that's a division game. It's a big win.
Potent.
Yeah.
Potent.
Yeah. Put some respect on him.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look. Hopefully they can keep it up. I think we'll see as the weather gets colder and stuff like that. What teams start to change. But right now, of course, definitely looking like the most explosive, or one of the most explosive offenses in football for sure.
Yes, indeed.
For sure, and coupled with a pretty decent defense. They're playing some good football.
So, I gotta find it now. Actually,
What?
I heard how many sacks the Jets had on the Titans yesterday. It was the Titans that the Cardinals played week 1 when homeboy had 5 sacks in his own, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Titans must have the worst line in football.
Yeah.
They gave up 7 sacks to the Jets.
Oh shit!
Jets defense is not like that.
Yeah, Jets defense is horrible.
I don't know.
We played them.
We need that. Serve one up for you real quick. When I heard that, though, I didn't mean to jump games on us. What was the game that you had just mentioned? We were talking about the Cardinals defense. So, but I mean, to shut down the Rams offense, they must be solid. I just haven't watched their defense yet. The Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen
They did a
it.
pretty good job. They took a couple away.
Yeah, he was on Stafford's ass a little bit.
He didn't have like a huge day or anything like that.
No.
It makes you wonder, will the Rams be able to like change forms? Like can they go from this like pass happy group to a run heavy team, like kind of like what they were when Todd Gurley was there? Like are they able to do that when necessary?
Henderson had a decent game, 89 yards and 14 carries.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not bad.
But I mean, I guess you can't really do that when you get 37 points.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I'm still going with them as my favorite out there.
The Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be.
It's too early to change opinions
for sure
about stuff like that right now.
Agreed. What about the Jets? How about your boy Zach Wilson? Had himself a game. He looked good.
It was a good New York day. Good day for New York as a whole.
Yeah, good for New York as a whole.
It said, I don't even know how many years, but it was something like 2007, I think, was the last time that it was the Jets, Giants, and Yankees all won on the same day.
Oh,
that's just crazy.
Oh, damn, the Yankees won too? That's crazy.
Yeah, we won. We won to get into the playoffs. Let's go. Okay. Last game of the season. Boston tomorrow.
Snuck on in there, huh?
Fuck the Red Sox. Sorry. Football, what was happening?
Zach Wilson. I mean, he benefited from playing the Titans, I guess. I guess this is what it's going to look like when you play the Titans.
Is this like the Titans specifically? You see how they were so overhyped after getting all them offensive pieces, and people just...
This is the Browns 2 years ago.
Totally forgot about their defense not being good.
They got some defensive additions as well.
Actually, this game, Brown and Julio was out.
They are out.
They had neither one.
All right, so you fucked at that point. I mean, Derrick Henry does what he does. 33 carries, 157 yards, 4.8 per carry.
The ball 33 times.
Yeah, that's old school.
Sick.
You don't even see that
That's
shit no more.
sick, bro.
But at the same
you
time,
got nothing else.
No, they ran the ball 33 times, but Tannehill had 49 attempts. I'm just wondering how many snaps the offense took. That's nuts to me.
Well, they played almost a whole. They played almost
Yeah, the whole
Yeah, with OT.
a whole extra quarter.
But still, that's a shitload of pass attempts.
Yeah, for real.
With rushing attempts as well too. You just don't see that often.
That's crazy.
But Zach Wilson, he looks like he's just going to flash. He's one of them. I don't think he's going to have I would guess when you look back, his numbers might look decent, but he's going to have some terrible games. But he's also going to have those plays where you just flash and say, oh shit, that dude's different. He can be something special. You know what I'm saying? He's always going to have those plays regardless of how bad of a game he has in totality. He's always going to have those plays that he makes that are just different.
Corey Davis's revenge game. He had a good game.
He had a big touchdown.
111 yards.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had Titans draft
there too. Yeah.
He was a first round pick.
Yeah.
And he's shown talent with the Jets. That's why I picked him up in a lot of my fantasy leagues, because one thing that you know is, Zach Wilson is going to go to Corey Davis. He's going to find him, and
you know the Jets are going to be behind throwing the ball.
right, and that's a fact.
It's a guarantee right there.
Yeah.
He just got Crowder back too.
I like him.
He had a decent game.
I like him. I like his game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Titans got to be the biggest disappointment this year, I would think, so far.
Definitely.
They were really talked about as a potential deep playoff run kind of team, and they look terrible.
Yeah, they don't look good. Are
they
2-2?
Wow, I was about to ask if they're 0-4.
No, they're 2-2.
They beat the Seahawks. I can't remember who the other win is, but it's not important.
Beat the Colts.
2-2 is a lot better than I.
Yeah, beat the Colts and I guess you like to say the Seahawks. But it's not terrible.
That's a division, though, isn't it? It's the Colts, Jags, Texans,
Titans,
and them.
Yeah.
They should win that division still. They should win that division with 7 wins.
Yeah, they probably could.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, Wilson, he showed the talent, but we'll see. Just threw some deep balls scrambling around and just they go like this.
Like I said, Patrick Mahomes talent is what you see from him.
I saw it in that pass.
Don't think he'll get there because again he's playing for the Jets.
Right.
But the talent is definitely there. Definitely there.
You want to tell us about your Steelers?
What is there to talk about? What is there to talk about?
It's the rematch. Y'all supposed to get y'all revenge this game.
Revenge
stealing y'all 7th Super Bowl. That's the last time y'all played them.
That's long. Yeah, that's the last time we played Aaron Rodgers. That's the last time Ben and Aaron Rodgers have met.
Yeah.
On the field, we played the Packers since, but one of them have always been hurt or absent during that game. Really, I had a feeling that we were going to lose it just because I can't envision the Steelers' offense moving the ball right now, consistently anyway. If the Steelers' offense, the Steelers are going to win a lot of games if their offense can just average 26 points per game. They're going to win a lot of them. But if not, then, look, it's going to be a lot like what we saw yesterday. They actually conjured up a first quarter touchdown, first drive. Opening drive.
Came in high.
It's been 11 straight games. I gave y'all that number last week.
Yep.
And then after that,
I kept hearing it all week after you said. I was like, these motherfuckers going to score in the first quarter this week. People just kept on talking about that shit. I heard a couple times.
Ben throws a 45-yard deep ball touchdown. Everything that we questioned was answered on the first drive. Najee, they was opening up holes in the running game. Najee hitting little 7 and 9-yard runs and shit. I'm like, this might not be too bad. Mind you, doing this, I'm having to watch this shit on my fucking phone because they want to play the Titans and the Jets overtime.
That was crazy.
Take this shit the fuck off.
That was crazy.
Lord, it's a good
overtime,
game,
bro. It's coming down straight.
Take this shit the fuck off. It wasn't even the original game. They cut to it, so cut out of the shit. So that shit kind of pissed me off. So I didn't even see the opening drive. I watched all of these Steelers games to be deprived of
so you
an
missed
opening
the
drive touchdown.
touchdown.
And then I get to fucking watch the Jets win a game.
Watch the Jets win.
Hey,
That's your boy.
It's your boy Zach, bro.
That's your boy.
You had to see him.
Whatever. But honestly, it just really boils down. I meant to say this last week. It boils down to Ben. If Ben is not good, then the Steelers offensively specifically are not going to be good. But I don't know if Ben can be good anymore. And I think it changed, or you know what? I think Ben needs to start cussing again. Whenever he found Jesus,
What?
and shit, I know it just sound wild, right? Whenever he found Jesus and
That's
shit,
how desperate he is.
it was
man.
not a great moment. Just imagine this, though.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
Just imagine this. Imagine
So what are you
a guy.
gonna cuss at himself?
No, I don't think you can lead a group of men in football and not curse. I don't think you can.
This is where you're at right now.
I don't think you can. I don't think it's a difference when somebody comes out in the huddle and says, "Come on, guys, get your butt together and let's go score a freaking touchdown." And somebody says, "Yo, get your ass in fucking
Tony
gear
Dungy.
and let's go score a fucking touchdown, dog."
Tony Dungy don't
That's
cuss.
a good one.
That's why Tony Dungy lost a lot of fucking games in the playoffs, probably.
I mean,
And Peyton Manning had to bail him out.
Multiple
Well,
Super Bowl winners. This is
no,
where
he's
you're at.
won one Super Bowl.
Just say,
He's only won one Super Bowl.
just say Ben needs to retire and let's keep.
No, it starts with that. But I mean, that's one of the mental parts of it to me. I was thinking, like, yo, bro, you can't be a leader of men and not cuss out here.
Oh,
They're not
what's
gonna respect you.
the old boy's name in Last Chance U, the basketball joint, the black coach?
I couldn't think. I know what his name is, but
I
that's
forgot
what I
his
thought.
name.
Well, these are not men though. These are junior. I mean, it's
I'm
different.
about to say, what?
I'm talking like grown ass
These
men.
are not men, though.
Oh, those are like kids. I'm talking like
Okay.
grown ass men. They're not gonna respect somebody who comes in the huddle and is like, "Yo, let's go freaking do this, guys. Let's go freaking put some points on the board,
You
man."
got any other solutions?
So
Wow.
fuck. The other solution is to. I mean, I don't know what the other solution is. Honestly, Ben's just not good. He missed 2 wide open throws to Juju. Juju should have had a monster day, like monster
Bet you
day.
Juju
2
like,
touchdowns,
Actually, you should have won with
100
them all.
yards. I mean, he got pretty pissed. And Juju's a stand-up guy. He put those plays on himself, knowing that Ben clearly overthrew him.
Did you see that lip reading on the sideline?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I
don't know exactly what it said.
I didn't either.
They had like 2 or 3 different sentences
didn't
that it
either.
could have been, but
They
I
had-
don't know.
What
They
is
had
that?
one where they zoomed in on him, and it looks like he said it's a Ben problem.
No.
Well, I gotta say, another one that says like it's not my fault or something like that. But
It was not clear enough to like definitely say that's.
I
what
think
he was
that's the
saying.
problem.
But it clearly is. I mean, that's
I think-
clearly what the problem is.
I don't think the Steelers hold Ben accountable for his fuck ups. I think y'all just cover it up just because it's Ben.
But
Yeah, I mean-
Somebody needs to just like check Ben, like, yo, you need to get this shit together.
This is just an old quarterback.
no, that's what you do with quarterbacks
It's
in
just-
general, though. Like you protect your quarterback's confidence. The thing is, I don't know how much confidence Ben has left in himself. Like,
You think it's a confidence problem? He looks
It's a
like he
physical
just
issue.
physically
Yeah,
can't
he
do
looks
it.
like-
well, I mean, I think
This
it's
is
a confidence.
It's what we saw with Drew Brees. It's what we saw with Cam.
It's what you said about Brady's last season, whatever you said he didn't have it no more.
Well, I mean, to me, it's just like I think it's a little bit of both because Ben is just doing stuff that's like I don't know, super stupid, man. It's like as soon as he gets the ball, it's like his mind's already made up on where the ball's going, and he just even if the defense is showing him something else, he's just flicking the ball
I
out
think you
there.
said something about this last week. I think this is a case where his physical ability is deteriorating. So in his mind, he thinks he can still do the plays that he used to
Probably.
be able to make, and when he does it, it's a fuck up now because it's like, no, you can't get that ball.
Well, no, it's
that
not
hard.
even
That
those,
time
man.
you can't bail
It's
yourself
not
out and
even-
throw this wild pass
It's
and
the
get
plays
it.
Right.
anybody
I think it's one of
should
those
be able to
situations.
make as an NFL quarterback. He's overthrowing. We talked about the overthrows for Juju, and those were deep balls, but it's not like Juju was 50 yards down the field.
Right.
These were quick strikes that you got to make. Like, you got to hit these in these kind of games. But his overthrows to, like, Najee, you're throwing it behind Najee. He's in the fucking flat. He's running a route right. He's 3 yards away from you. How are you throwing it behind him and high? Juju over in a slant. You're throwing it behind him. Like, it's
Father
plays
time,
like
man.
that.
Undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Ben will play better. I'm not writing him off right now. I think he's too much of a competitor to leave this out here, but I just don't know how much better he can play. I don't think he has to play much better for the Steelers to win some games, but he has to play much better for us to actually have any kind of playoff hopes or anything like that going forward. So it's a big problem that the Steelers have right now. I don't hold anybody else accountable. Maybe some play calling. Play calling is terrible right now, but that is based off of Ben.
They ran your play.
the fucking
on fourth down, they
Fourth and
ran your
four.
play. Your
But
halfback swing out wide.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Ben threw the ball before he even read the defense.
Immediately
He
tossed.
threw the ball immediately, and you don't even give Najee a chance. Like, Najee's fucking a fantastic player, but it's like you
He
can't.
ran so hard.
Yeah,
It was like
so
three
hard.
dudes right there. He was just,
He always breaks the first down. The tight end was right in front of Ben. Nobody was within 10 yards of the tight end. That Ben could have just threw it. It was fucking 4 yards. Why don't we have guys running past the sticks for 4 yards? And we did that shit again on another fourth down play later in the game where Ben dumps it off to Juju.
And Juju tried to stretch it 6 yards forward.
He wasn't even
reach. I'm like,
close.
God, he ain't gonna get that, bro.
He tried the Tennessee Titans Super Bowl Kevin Dyson stretch for 7 yards.
He thought he was Michael Jordan in Space Jam. But
that play looked so funny. He was trying, but
he tried so
as soon as he threw it, you needed 7 or 8 yards, and they threw it 3 yards, and there's multiple linebackers and corners
Ben
sitting
didn't
there
even
waiting
give
for
him
the
a chance
tackle.
to, like, he wasn't open.
No, not at all.
You're not giving guys a chance, and that's all.
You think he's scared? Not scared.
He's scared of getting hit.
All right, that's what I was going to say.
Ben does not
because
want to be
these
hit.
decisions are clearly I'm not in trouble for the sack. Get the ball out of my hand.
He's no longer the cool dude who stands into the pocket and delivers the decisive throw through a tight window or even in an open target, like in midst of about to get punished. He's not that guy anymore. He's gonna toss it out, get it out of my hand.
Every time I see him get hit, you be thinking it be looking like it's his last play. Every time that shit be looking like
Honestly,
it hurt,
man, you got people calling for Mason Rudolph. And that's just not good.
Wow.
We know Mason Rudolph's going to get in
that.
there and stink it up. He's not going to be a good player. But he's going to be better than what Ben is right now. That's the simple facts.
There's just something about as a fan when you see like a guy can't make a throw multiple times in a row, even when you know the backup is terrible. It's like, I mean,
how much worse can it get?
Shot, maybe he can make the throw.
But it's not going to happen.
No.
Until the Steelers are like mathematically out of it, they're not going to bench Ben. And I don't think they should at this point, but he has to play better for the Steelers to win games. It's just we're not going to be able to win if that. This didn't change the game at all. Don't think that I'm saying I'm blaming on the refs.
Terrible call.
But what a fucking awful call. Minka Fitzpatrick has scored a touchdown every year in his NFL career, and he was just robbed of one of what could be possibly his fifth touchdown.
I think I missed that one.
Fourth.
A blocked field goal.
Blocked
they
field
called
goal.
offsides.
He picked it up.
He blocked it. He was offsides.
No, he wasn't, bro.
I don't think so.
I thought it was offside. He
Did you
jumped.
see the replay?
He went at the same time
No,
the
they
ball
didn't.
did.
Did you see the replay? They slow-moed as soon as the ball moved, him and Joe Hayden moved. And they didn't even call it on Minka. They called it on Joe Hayden. Like, they moved simultaneously once the ball moved and just timed it up perfectly. I think they got back into the backfield
so fast it looked like they jumped.
They got back there so fast because they didn't throw the flag until the shit was blocked.
Yeah.
So they got back there so fast that the ref was like, ain't no fucking
Can't
play.
be right.
But they timed the shit up perfectly, and Hayden almost blocked the first field goal that they kicked pretty much the same way. So, I mean, it was just, I don't know. Like I said, that was robbery. That was a 10-point swing. We lost by 10 points. Definitely could have changed the game, but it doesn't change the fact that the Steelers' offense is terrible, and you can't depend on scoring block punts and fucking block field goals and shit like that. Offense has to score more than 17 points. You give us 24 points, Pittsburgh Steelers will win the majority of their games, but I'm not sure about how confident I am in saying that right now.
Jeez.
And that's it for my rant.
I think y'all are in deep shit.
Yeah.
It looks that way.
I think like I think it could end up being like a 4 or 5 win season.
It appears
because I don't think the offense, because everything you just said,
right.
Because the offense is clearly the problem, and it's clearly only Ben. I don't think that can be fixed, and Rudolph isn't the answer. I think it could get ugly, but
it could.
We shall see.
It's just not the steal away. So I'm thinking that we're going to turn it around and just got to play some ball control. And I think we could start winning some games. But like I said, they got to show me first. Yeah. This is all fucking hypothetical shit that I'm talking about. But I think we have the tools to do it. And it's just can't put it together.
Make it half cap.
Well, I don't know why this popped into my head when you said the Steeler way or whatever. But the only thing that I found interesting from the Ravens game was the final play of the game. Did y'all hear about that?
I heard that they were pissed that they ran a play and didn't knee or something. Like that.
So instead of taking a knee, they ran a play to get over 100 rushing yards.
Yeah, because they had a streak.
They tied the NFL record for the most consecutive games with 100 yards rushing. I think it was 46. So next week they'll be going to break the record, but it was a blowout. Game was over. They had the need to just take it, finish the game off, and they didn't. What do you think about that?
I got no problem with it. How many yards was it they needed?
I think they needed 5.
Oh yeah, go get that.
I don't care about it at all. I always hate it when the other team gets mad that you did something like that.
Yeah,
like,
especially when the game is over. Like, bro, like let them get that record.
It is what it is. Stop us if you didn't want to be in that position. At the same time, I think it just looks. I don't know. It just looks funny to me to have.
Even then, if you got a problem with it, stop it.
I know you don't have a problem with it because the Patriots are famous for pouring the shit on. Well, with Tom Brady,
what you mean?
That's what the fuck they did. It could be 48-6, and Tom Brady will still be in the game throwing touchdowns. That's how the Patriots play.
Well, we don't let up. Yeah, you're right about that.
Right, but
this is professional.
So
this ain't amateur league.
Right, I know
throw the
you
right flag. No, you getting your ass whipped the whole game.
I have no problem with it.
Do you think it's corny to go for it at all? Not like a problem with it, like he did something wrong.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do that. If it's like at the end of the game, we're not gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? Just
do you think to keep
a streak alive?
Do you think that's corny?
Maybe.
No, it's my streak, bitch. Like, we gonna keep this shit. We gonna keep this shit running. This is something that we want. Like, it's still time left on the clock.
Actually, knowing Belichick, he probably wouldn't go for it for a streak.
I don't think.
He would. I don't think he would.
It's only for a win.
For more points.
Yeah.
For
points. Yeah, but not to keep no fucking streak.
Not for 5 yards.
No.
He probably wouldn't even let Brady break a record for 5 yards. You know,
he wouldn't
respect
the game. I didn't mind it either. I don't think it's a big deal. If they
really make a fuss about it though.
No, it was like they asked him about it after the game, and the coach said it was some bullshit, and I haven't seen anything like that in 30 years or whatever, but that's how they are, or something like that.
Oh, he's salty.
Yeah, he was mad. He was mad. Like, it was right after the loss. I didn't think he made like a big fuss
Maybe
about
they
it.
should have stopped him from getting other 95
too before this game, right?
Yeah, but they had played worse teams than we had even played.
Right. True.
Yeah. If they were like 20 yards short, and on the last drive got it, and they're like doing a hurry up offense to try to get the yards, then it's corny. It's 5 yards.
They ran one play.
You ran one play. If you get it, I'm not mad at that.
Right. Yeah, and they got the 5 yards.
Yeah,
fuck y'all.
Who cares?
Y'all should have stopped them. Y'all should have stopped them at 4 yards and said, "Hey, haha, bitch." That's what you should have did. Or how about
get some type of win out of this?
Like I said, how about the other 95 yards? You stop somebody.
Yeah, true.
You know, it is what it is. You can't be mad when people come out there and whoop your ass. Especially they were at home, right? I mean.
No, it was a away game. It was in Denver.
Yeah, I'm right. But I'm saying Denver's at home.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be mad. They came in your house and whooped your ass and ran for 100 yards on top of that, kept their streak alive.
Yep.
So.
Speaking of streaks, Russell Wilson got his fastest to 100 wins, beating out Peyton Manning.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Nice. That was an interesting streak.
I see Jimmy Garoppolo is down, right?
He got hurt.
Got in the game.
That's one thing you can always count on, bro.
Always count on, bro.
You can always count on Jimmy Garoppolo going out every year.
And Lance came in and played well, too. Really good.
He played decent enough.
Yeah. So,
2 TDs.
He's always going to have
completions, 157
seems like he's going to be streaky with
because I wanted to look
percentage.
at that. Yeah, I finished 9 for 18, 157. Yeah. At one point in the game, he was 2 for 7 with the 76-yard touchdown.
Right, he's going to drop some bombs.
It was the same thing. It was like the same stat line as I remember seeing in the preseason when he got in. He had the 76-yard touchdown.
He's going to drop some bombs. But
something about this dude is going to, it's just a magnet for 75-yard touchdowns. But I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I didn't see, but I wasn't impressed overall.
Debo went
with
dumb.
that pass.
He killed my fantasy squad, man.
The Seahawks, they're kind of annoying to me.
Why you say that?
Because they just always seem like they're really good, and the next week they suck, and the next week they look dominant again. They just are all over the place. Seems like it's been that way for multiple years now.
Since the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, since their reign.
Since they tried to move it
since they got rid of that defense.
Yeah, since their reign.
Russell Wilson driven team instead of a defensive driven team.
Yeah, just so up and down.
Yeah, because offense doesn't necessarily travel. Defense does, so. This is kind of what
You
you're
don't
going
want
to
to
get.
be in a shootout every game. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and you're going to lose a handful of those. And I was surprised by the Saints.
They got the
man.
Rams next week.
I was going to say the last game that I was particularly interested in was the Saints game. They blew. It was 21-10. It was 21-10 later in the fourth quarter, and they gave up 11 straight to send it to overtime, and then lost in overtime to the Giants.
They blew it.
Giants are terrible. They were without Shepard and Slayton. I can't believe they won that game.
Galladay was
I was
down.
all in on the Saints, and
I bet on the Saints too. Fuckers.
what's up with Jameis? He's averaging 150 yards a game right now
Yeah.
through four
I
games.
think he has most yards this game.
Yeah,
26.
Yeah, 226.
and obviously all the stuff that we saw with Breeze last year. Clearly, he was like too old to be able to throw downfield and shit.
Yeah.
But is there something wrong with the Saints' offense and their play calling just in general?
Doesn't seem like they're really getting the ball
Jameis
out
is
there.
his obviously the interceptions are his problem, but his elite skill is that he could just sling the ball all over the place.
Right, he's a gunslinger. And
Yeah.
they're really reining him in.
Yeah, they're using him
They got
like
him tied.
a quarterback, a game manager.
Right.
So I just
Set up
don't
unleashing.
know. I don't know what you do because I feel
I'm
like
looking at their receivers. I don't know none of these guys.
nah.
I know Chris Hogan. Oh, he's like 6 on the chart.
Yeah, that's the problem when you recognize him on your depth chart.
I don't know any of these guys really.
Yeah, Taysom Hill had 2 receptions. That's one of your receivers.
Taysom Hill might have been the standout of the game. I think he scored twice, didn't he?
No,
Maybe it
they
is.
got Montgomery,
Yeah, he
but
did score twice, 2 runs.
is he even a receiver? This dude played running back,
Doesn't know.
receiver, and
I just
tight end, and all types of shit.
It seems like maybe they're not a great fit. Maybe it is just the receiving problem.
Yeah,
but
they
you
need
might be right
receivers.
about
They got
that.
no receivers like that.
But I don't know what you do because I feel like
It's Mike
changing
Thomas still
Jameis
hurt.
into a game manager has fixed the interception problem. But now you just have a new problem.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
not a Jameis problem.
you're handcuffing Jameis because you're not using him necessarily to his full ability,
Yeah.
and you might not want to do that because it unlocks other
Right,
things.
exactly. It's kind of
But
catch-22.
maybe they're going to use
Kamara had a
it.
good game.
And I don't know if it's something you can turn on and turn off though.
120. Still ain't scored a TD this season yet.
That is wild.
Oh, Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he.
Which is wild. It's a few of them. Kittle, it's a few of them out there ain't scored.
What were you saying? You can't turn off?
I don't know if it's that easy to turn off and turn on. Like, do you get to the end of the season and just like, all right, Jameis, do your thing, or is it certain games where you just be like, look, I'm gonna need this kind of. I don't think it's something that's easily turned off and turned on or something like that. Like, I think that's just the kind of system they're looking to run this year.
Yeah, I agree with you. No, you got to commit one way or the other.
Right.
I mean, compared they're playing like for clock control, other than the first game, they just been shutting down people's offense.
What do you mean?
Other than y'all, the Saints. They're leaning on their offense. Leaning on their defense and just trying to control the clock.
Yeah. What I'm saying, though, is I don't think that makes sense.
Right.
If you're going to have Jameis as your quarterback. I think that's probably,
I get
that's
what you're
probably
saying.
their best game plan.
They ain't
right
got no
now.
receivers, and their best players are offensively are Taysom Hill and Kamara.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like
so I guess they're trying to play to their strengths right
Yeah.
now.
I just think
And not try to make things worse by opening up the offense and letting Jameis just sling it around and put the defense in like bad positions in a game where you're most likely you're going to lose if you're playing like that.
I think Jameis is a much better quarterback than Taysom Hill, but I think if you're going to run the offense or run the game plan the way that they're running it, Taysom Hill would make more sense.
I mean, that makes sense too. Just playing ball control.
Yeah, if you're
let
looking
him
to
run into
really
the teeth of the defense every 2 or 3 times per
exactly
drive.
let him throw 6 yards downfield if that's all you're doing anyway.
Yeah.
But whatever. I hope the Saints continue to suck. Hopefully they have a major flaw within their organization now and they never win again.
Hey, Daniel Jones looked like he was spinning it a little bit on him. Yeah, 402 yards.
I heard some crazy stat this morning about his on the road. His numbers are above average.
Really?
At home,
I'm a fan
at
of
home,
his
terrible,
skill set.
terrible at home. That's a weird split to have,
Very.
but
Damn,
keep that in mind for gambling on the Giants.
Okay.
Bet the Giants on the road. Don't take them at home.
On the road. It pains me. This is a fantasy thing.
I know where this is going.
This is the third fantasy year in a row where one of my best running backs gets hurt.
Oh, this is. I thought you were just going to complain about Saquon being good.
Oh, I was getting there.
Okay, my bad.
And of course, Zeke and Saquon are just flourishing out here.
Your exes.
Yeah, my exes. Yeah, these motherfuckers that fucked me the last two seasons.
Damn.
And then my boy David Montgomery, Mr. Consistency. He had a great game too.
He got hurt.
Fucked his knee up.
Oh,
You say it's not season long. It might just be a few weeks. I hope it's just a few weeks. But when he went down, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
He had 2 touchdowns in the first
Yeah,
half.
he balled.
Yeah.
He balled. I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me.
man.
Gotta be kidding me.
That hurts.
It is what it is. Still fuck Zeke and Saquon though.
I feel that.
They're definitely doing that thing right now, man.
Motherfuckers.
They're definitely doing that thing right now.
All right. Yeah, we got on football?
Yeah, the other games I don't think were anything important.
Yes.
No. Damn, Davis Mills, that guy sucks, right? He threw 4 picks.
Terrible.
That guy sucks.
Terrible. Like,
Damn, I was just looking at the stat line. Oh, shit.
they won't win a game this year if he's starting the rest of the year.
I thought he played pretty good when the last game.
Against us?
Yeah, I guess. Did y'all play the
We
Texans?
played in week 3.
I don't think
if
he
I
was
remember
terrible.
correctly,
I thought he made a couple throws there, threw some touchdowns.
19 for 28, 168 yards. I don't think they win a game if he's a starter all year.
Falcons won me
fair.
some money this weekend. I knew they would fuck it
Fair
up.
enough. But this is what just my closing thoughts. This is what gives me hope, though. Every time I see the Bills go out there and stomp a motherfucker, I'm thinking.
They had a shutout game too this week.
Yeah,
40 donuts.
they have been whooping people.
Back-to-back weeks, I believe.
They had one last week too. They did have one
No,
last
they
week.
didn't shut them out last.
35-0 either last week or the week before.
They whooped ass
2
since
shutouts.
they played the Steelers. So that's what still gives me hope in the back of my mind. It's like, we can do this.
You know the Jags won week 1 last
They did
year.
for the
too.
Dolphins, 35 donut.
Yeah, but they beat the Colts.
Jags won.
Two shutouts in
One.
4
That's different.
weeks.
Saints beat the.
No, somebody beat the Saints.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, whatever gives you hope.
It's just-
Sports is more about hope than anything else.
Holding on to week 1.
Don't worry.
all
I'm
sports
just saying,
is just
look, that's the potential.
you just need to see the light.
We're
As
gonna
long
ride
as
the
you can
potential.
see the light, it's still fun.
We're gonna ride the potential, and I think it's there. So we'll see.
Yes,
But
it is.
September is for pretenders. We said this before.
That is true.
And,
Y'all ain't even pretending though.
That is
no,
true.
not right now. Not right now, not even. But we're on October, so he's got to go undefeated in October and see where that gets
So
us.
you lost
Yeah.
1 in October already. So
Fuck you.
I'm starting the month
I
off
had to check
good.
my date.
what else? Halftime show for the Super Bowl is announced.
It has been announced.
Dr. Dre
And friends.
Snoop, M,
Kung Fu
Kendrick.
Kenny.
Mary J.
That's a nice lineup.
Is the Mary J random? Is there a connection? The other 4 are fairly
I
closely
believe Mary
aligned.
J
you know?
was signed to Aftermath at one point.
Oh yeah.
I think she was.
Okay, that
I
makes
don't
sense.
remember that, but I mean,
it was in her later years.
I mean, you gotta.
No more
I can
drama.
already see her
No more
coming
drama was
out.
a Dre produced joint.
I can already see her
Not
coming
No More Drama.
out
What's
stepping.
what's that shit called? It is called No More Drama.
That's what I think
This
so.
dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Dre joint.
I can see her coming out and doing the signature Mary J. Blige dance.
Oh, yeah, she gonna kill it.
You know? She gonna kill that shit.
Damn right.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Like I said,
I'm excited
before we
about
started.
that.
Sounds like
I don't think
an
I've been
overcorrection.
excited for a halftime show like this than this. To see this.
I
It's fitting.
was happy to see it. I don't care that
Super
much.
Bowl's in LA.
Oh, nice.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah. Okay,
All LA.
that does make sense.
Yeah, gotta have Big Dre.
Gotta have Roddy out there though.
I think that might be taking a little too far.
Let's
I
get.
don't know if Roddy has reached that Super Bowl.
Oh, of course.
What
he's
about
got-
Kendrick has though?
Who?
What about Kendrick?
What about him?
Why not use him?
He is.
He is on the line.
Oh, I didn't even.
No, he's on the line.
Yeah. Dre, Kendrick, Snoop.
Kendrick's there.
M.
He's supposed to be there.
I fucking blanked on Kendrick.
Yeah.
I was
heard
trying to
Eminem.
think of other West Coast
And
current
But you
artists.
said Eminem though, right?
he's on there.
Oh, okay. I mean, he don't have anything
Yeah.
to do with it, but
I
okay.
mean, he's Dre's probably
Yeah,
biggest artist.
right, yeah. I mean, just him and Snoop That could be the halftime show right there.
He could have picked any two of those five and been straight for halftime.
That's a hell of a lineup. I want to see.
No, I'm just saying because that like you can start with the Dre and Snoop era where they were killing, and then morph to the M and Dre era.
I'm sure they probably body it like
and then Kendrick.
Right.
I'm sure they probably body it.
Kendrick and Dre.
What the fuck, Mary coming in and she just gonna be dancing.
And this
right.
She'll get that shit off for like 3 seconds.
She's gonna come out, be the first song, and then sing hooks for the others.
But this is the first product of Jay-Z controlling.
I thought last year was. I thought last year was.
What was last year? Who did it last year?
You put me on the spot.
Oh, I thought. I don't know who
it
did
wasn't. Was that Travis?
But they said it.
Or was that
no?
The year
It was
before?
2 years ago. Travis won.
I think this might be the first one.
I don't know. Maybe.
Wasn't it like Maroon 5 or something last year?
Nah, they were with Travis Scott.
Oh yeah, I don't know who the fuck did the Super Bowl.
But I seen the interview they had with Dre and Snoop, and Dre said specifically like Jay-Z is really the reason why this this lineup has been put together, pretty much. So I get it. I'm fine with it. Makes sense.
What else we got? You mentioned basketball stuff. What was it again?
Oh, Ben Simmons saga continues.
What's up with that?
Was getting a little more spicier out here. And B making comments and whatnot. Had an interview with him.
Oh, he did get super spicy.
Yeah, they asked him about, how he feels about Ben saying that he doesn't want to play with him and all this. He was like, well, it's kind of weird to me. Because it's like we built the team around him. Like, we got rid of Jimmy. That was a mistake. It's like, damn.
So we clearly reached the point where Embiid was like, okay, he's not coming back. Okay, now I can say what I actually
Jimmy
thought.
buckets, but hey,
Yeah, he
let him go.
He said two guys. I can't remember who the other one was.
They got Al, and they got to go with Jimmy.
Yeah,
to make you feel better.
he said they got rid of Jimmy because so that Ben could handle the ball, have the ball in his hands. Yeah. But he said it was a mistake and stuff like that.
I mean, it's clearly a mistake because then after that, y'all
go to the finals.
That and they moved Ben from point guard to a forward, right? At a certain point.
They went the furthest last year than they've been so far, I believe.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, without him running, primarily running point, though, right? That was the whole thing about.
He was.
Was he running?
No, he's running point.
This past season, yeah.
I remember there was some conversation about him not doing it anymore, and more so like initiating offense, like in the paint and stuff like that going forward. But maybe that was the season before.
Yeah, it might have been earlier in the year too. I can't remember either.
Yeah,
it got a little spicy because I think somebody talked to Ben somehow. And he said that Ben was like Embiid being his way because he's always on the block. Some shit like that. I can't remember exactly what he said, but something like that.
I hope he doesn't say nothing like that, because what else do you expect from the 7-footer on your foot?
Like, yo, Ben, you just digging yourself a deeper hole right now.
Especially you as the point guard, that's exactly where you should want that motherfucker. Like,
it's wild.
You being the assist master, that's exactly where you need him to be, Like, that's what I'll be thinking, like, yo, Ben, get down there, get down on the block and shit, like, or Embiid, get down there, like, I don't know.
That's just a clear, like, I gotta defend myself. I'm gonna say the first thing that comes to my mind,
right?
Because Ben's not a scorer, so what the fuck is he talking about? Even if Embiid wasn't in the way, Simmons is not putting up 25 a game.
Well, he likes to dunk.
Yeah, I get a couple of those.
He's in my way of my dunks, bro. That's the only way I get buckets.
He doesn't understand
unless he finds somebody to pass it to first.
Yeah,
and then he's gonna forego the open layup.
The game's online. He ain't trying to go to the foul line. So
no. Yeah,
but another thing, somebody posted like a spread of all the money that he's gonna get docked for missing practices and games and all this shit. You can tally up to like
$8 million or something.
Yeah, he's gonna lose a lot of money if he doesn't show up. And he liked it.
I mean, we got a big enough contract. Really? Even the $8 million doesn't matter if you're that unhappy.
Light. Yeah, he's still got like 4 years left on this shit.
Yeah, it's relatively recent re-up.
Shit, crazy.
The salary stuff. They did also announce that COVID, the players that don't get vaccinated, if they have to miss games, will miss game checks for that.
Yeah.
And then they reached some kind of agreement, slightly less than a game check. It was like 192nd of their salary.
Oh, damn. That's right.
But if you're missing a lot of games, I mean, that would be a big thing.
Okay.
I'm still waiting to see what Kyrie says. Did you see Wiggins got vaccinated?
Oh, he did. He went ahead and got it.
I would too. Say fuck it, man. Just go on about your life.
He went ahead and got it. Kerr announced that. He might. I felt like there was somebody else, but I don't know. I keep seeing a bunch of stuff on the back stuff. Obviously, it's the only thing they're talking about for the NBA.
Yeah.
Draymond had a press
weird
conference.
because they got like 90-some%.
I think it's 95.
But they're making a big deal about the 5%.
Yeah.
It's
Trying to bully everybody.
Like, come on. Like, let it go.
Let it go.
It's not that serious. It's
Let
not
it
like
go.
y'all half and half or some shit like that. It's like 95% is pretty damn good.
Don't you think? I mean, it's been kind of odd though, because we haven't really had any like huge COVID scares or any like major issues in the NFL.
It really hasn't been. I ain't think about that.
Anything at all? It's not. It's kind of like even if it has been, it's not been like widely reported or
They covering this shit up.
any major
Ain't saying
players.
shit.
We've seen some guys like get put on the list or whatever, but it just hasn't been a big deal.
You're right.
Makes you think about the shit. I don't know. It's weird. Especially with all like the stadiums being opened up. People don't really give a fuck. Families coming in and out of town every week.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go deep dive COVID discussion again, but that's the type of shit that just I also knew a ton of people that got it early on.
Right.
But I don't hear about people getting it that often. Not like people that I know personally.
Right, exactly.
Like the amount of people that I know that are dealing with it or that kind of thing is just so much less. It makes me wonder what the fuck they're talking about when they say everything is getting worse.
Right,
It's
right.
worse than it was a year and a half ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you
I
talking
don't know
about?
anybody that has it. Nobody.
No. Yeah, all right.
Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Didn't mean COVID derail us.
Yeah. That's what it is.
What was the other basketball? Anything else? Nothing else? Nothing
NBA
important.
is here. Starting back up.
Yeah, it's
it is
weird.
They already had a few games already.
It's
It is
weird. I don't like it.
Right. That's
It
weird.
feels too early. I don't know.
I mean, I think these are like
I don't watch
preseason
basketball
games.
during the summer.
So yeah, it's not like the regular season.
November, I think, is usually when the regular
You
season
don't
starts.
watch basketball at all.
I don't watch
during this
basketball
time.
during this time.
You didn't watch nothing until the finals.
About 15 minutes of each final.
Bro, that's what counted.
The YouTube recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what counted, bro.
Come on,
And I
watch these
predicted
games.
the winner. Remember
You
that.
did.
I predicted the winner, not you, buddy.
Pick
Yeah.
the one seed.
You picked out the last two.
Well, you did.
Last
you
two
were right.
guys.
Either one of y'all
You were right.
The last two guys.
I said
So
you were right.
shit.
I said you were right.
You can't hate and then
Yeah.
throw. I
Pick
mean,
the winner.
you can't give a compliment and then throw
Pick-
shade.
I didn't. It was no shade. It was just truth.
No,
I'm not giving it up.
Pick
to somebody
the
to
chalk
watch
winner.
just the finals. I'm not doing it.
No.
Best record in the
Well, maybe
league.
you should start. Maybe you should try that technique.
No.
See how it works out for you, buddy.
I'm good. I'm rooting for
It's
my
hard.
team. I don't care
Hard,
about the
hard
other
to do without the
team.
vision. Tell you that.
Your vision thinks that the Steelers could turn it around.
It's gonna happen, bro.
Okay. You
gonna
gonna
happen.
put that bet on?
I would think that where are we at right now? We're 1-3.
The
Steelers will be
losing record.
3-3 by week 7.
Losing record. But wait. What are you right now?
1-3.
You want to bet this?
Steelers will be 3-3 by week 7.
Yeah. Nah.
It's really hard to put any money on Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
It sounded good when you
Right.
said it, but then you thought about
I'll
it.
give you 3-3, or I have them having a losing record at the end of the year. 8-9 or worse.
I'm not gonna bet that.
You feel better about winning your next 2 games than you do about finishing 9-8?
I don't think we're gonna finish 9-8. I would bet that.
You got 9-8. I got worse than that. Anything better, you win. Anything worse, I win.
$20?
$20.
Sure.
Appreciate you,
Hey,
Joe.
it's recorded.
That
It's
God,
recorded.
stole more money from Carl. I feel bad.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna bet on my boys. Okay, we're gonna flip this thing around.
$20 is worth talking shit over.
Yeah.
I make any bet for $20 talking just so I can talk shit to you.
Fucking please break this fucking.
So what's the bet that he would have
Winning
this season?
record.
They would have losing
Winning
season?
record, I got a losing
Okay.
record.
Oh, and just remember.
Shout out to the 17-game season for making that easy.
Yeah, just remember. 2 weeks from now, I said they'll be 3-3.
Yep.
By week 7.
Oh, I'll remind you next week when you're 1-4.
Okay. So,
Who y'all got next?
we got Broncos. We got the Broncos. Then the
Do you know
Seahawks.
who's after that?
Seahawks.
All right, yeah, I'm going 2-4.
3-3.
We'll make that bet.
We'll beat both of them. We have
We
to.
don't see.
Yes, you do.
We have
That's
to.
true.
So that's what better happen.
What other new shit we got?
What else? What
Chappelle
else?
Netflix special tomorrow. It's
So I didn't know
going down.
that. That's dope.
It's going down. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited. Anytime we get some more new Chappelle, it's cool. I'm on overload on all entertainment right now. I've just got too much.
It's a lot of good shit on right now.
Yeah,
I started that BMF series. Shit is fire.
Yeah.
I did not know they had Big Meech's son playing him.
Yeah,
As
that's just
kid
wild.
Playing a young him. He killing that shit
Yeah.
too. He look just fucking like
They
him.
said 50 Cent is doing a Marvel universe for gangsters.
For drug dealers.
For drug dealers.
Yeah, I seen that.
I mean, he's
He
really
does,
good.
though. It's the Power Universe.
He's really good at
It's
this
the Power
sitcom or
Universe.
like this TV show shit.
He
Like,
killing this shit, bro.
obviously, he knows something.
Apparently so.
When it's all said and done, he's gonna be in like the Ice Cubes or one of those guys that dominated rap and then dominated Hollywood.
This is
Ice-T.
this is
Both the Ices.
this is on Stars too, right?
Yeah, I think yeah.
I think all of his deals.
When is
are with-
Star? No, because he For Life was with ABC.
Yeah. And
when
that got sent to somewhere else.
yeah, he got another deal. He got another show too.
Yeah, because they
But when is Stars just gonna make 50 Cent like part owner or some shit? Because literally
might be.
nobody
You know
else,
what? How 50 years with these
probably
shows,
is.
how he has a stronghold on the shows. I'm pretty sure he does.
no black person has Stars for anything else but 50 Cent related shows.
I don't know anybody that has stars, period.
For anything.
Or anything other than that.
Those are the shows that
How
drives
is the
people.
That
to
alone is
Africa.
why I'm sure he has a good partnership deal with them.
Yeah, got to.
You gotta be making
Nice good
bank.
steak with them or
He's
something.
what's keeping them alive at this point.
Yeah.
I'm sure that other shows are really good. I watched a few
Right.
Showtime shows back in the day, but
I want to say I have watched
they're
a few
stars.
shows that won't.
Star. I don't know any Stars.
Actually, I
shows.
don't. No, I was mixing up Showtime.
Showtime's good.
Yeah, Stars
HBO,
is the bottom
top
tier
tier.
of
Right.
The
like
cinema
premium
shows, yeah.
cables. Yeah, for TV show wise. Yeah, he's killing it though. I checked out, but he's killing it. Everybody seems to love it. Good for him.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta check it out because it seems like
I might watch that one. I was just off of Power, but
And then I think the Ghost joints start back up. And I heard the Tommy show coming soon too.
I saw like a cover art for that.
Yeah.
my man is swimming in some money right now.
Hell
For
yeah.
sure. Yeah, but
I
there's
like
just
how now he's doing them like back to back. Like one went in and then another one's coming on.
Right,
another one.
right,
Like
right.
he's like keeping it going. That's dope shit. But yeah, Kelvin, did y'all watch Squid Game yet? I know it's been going crazy on the timelines for
I
the
haven't
past
watched
week.
anything. Yeah,
No, I
Squid
haven't
Game, Money Heist, BMF.
Hmm.
There's too much shit. The new season of You comes out like October 15th or
that's
something.
coming too.
I gotta check that
There's
out.
so much shit right
I don't
now.
know about
Football
that
is
You
on,
shit.
and
It's kinda
I'm
getting
just
wild now.
so
These
sucked in.
motherfuckers got to get caught.
Oh, I love it.
I heard like him and his girl going on killing sprees now in the next one.
It's a baby.
What was that?
I believe there's a baby.
Oh,
now.
and you?
Oh! I thought you were talking like real life scenarios. I'm like, oh, what show is that?
Bonnie and Clyde.
Need to watch that.
Oh, it's getting kind of wicked. I heard they bringing Dexter back. Don't y'all like Dexter?
Yeah.
There was
it
a
looks
trailer
pretty
for
dope.
it. Looks really good. I'll
Looks
definitely
pretty
try it again. Because they're bringing it back because of the backlash that they got towards the ending, and because it was so popular.
Right.
So it was like, all right, let's take another stab at this kind of thing.
Might as
So
well.
hopefully they just
People want it.
keep doing what they were doing good, and the writing at the end just got terrible. But yeah, hell yeah, Dexter's fire.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's another show I
watched.
heard.
I don't know how
Don't
many.
you like
nine
Sopranos?
Hell
I heard they
yeah.
coming out with a prequel show to The Sopranos.
There's a movie that just came out.
Oh, it's a
I
movie.
think it just dropped
Okay.
on Friday. It's Tony as a kid, and he also has. Oh my God! I just went blank on his name. Do you know the guy's name?
I don't watch Sopranos.
The main actor though, James Gandolfini.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
His son plays him in the movie.
Oh, that's
Same
cool.
as
that's
what you
dope.
were just saying
What-
with the BMF shit. But I've
what is
heard
that on?
really bad reviews of the movie.
Oh, damn.
I'm kind of sad about that.
What is that on?
It's kind
I
of
don't
tough.
know. I don't know if it was on a streaming platform. It's
Has
probably
anybody,
HBO.
HBO Max.
has any show ever made a successful movie? I feel like it's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, it's hard to. I don't know what is considered
Off the
successful.
top,
Sex
I
and
don't
the
know.
City was a huge movie,
Yeah,
I didn't watch either one, but I know that one was massive. Entourage flopped really bad with the movie. Sopranos, the 2 days in, I've heard bad things. I think you're right. It's a bad decision.
It's kind of a tough move. I think it would work better to make a movie into a show
1,000%
than to turn a show into a movie.
But even
you're condensing what you're doing in fucking episodes.
But I hate when they do that though. Take like a great movie and make it into a show. I hate that shit too. Because then they change up the main characters and all of that shit.
Well, not a remake. Is that what you're talking about? Like remaking the show with new people in it?
No, like taking a movie, I guess, and expanding upon it into a show. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The after story is now told, and
then they're doing it with the Equalizer with Queen Latifah right now.
Yeah, like shit like that. I don't like that.
No,
I don't like shit like that.
Well, that's just whack ass Hollywood refuses to come up with a new idea.
Let it die.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. They made a show out of that.
Rush Hour.
Yeah,
Rush Hour. It's
a bunch of shit like that.
You can't do Rush Hour if you ain't got fucking Chris Tucker.
Right. Nobody wants to see you put another black dude and another Asian in there. We just
make a new fucking movie.
Right. Do something different. But I hate it when they do that. To answer your question, I don't think there's ever been.
That's what Ice Cube should do with Friday. He should make Friday into a show. Instead of another movie, just make that shit into a show. I think that shit would hit.
Fridays.
That shit would hit.
New episode.
Get Mike Epps on there. It's gone. It's out of here.
I wouldn't watch it. I'm with you. I don't think.
Oh, Pop's dead.
Yeah, it's not the same unless it's all the same characters.
And they're not going to do it.
Because at that point, you're like attached to the characters. Couldn't get the movie done. So, yeah, poor Sopranos. I don't know. I haven't watched anything. I'm fully sucked into SVU, so when it's not football, it's SVU. What else you got? What else?
Talk about new music?
Let's do it.
New music?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Y'all got to take back over again. I didn't listen to anything.
Meek Mill. Expensive Pain. You check it out?
I did. Listen to the entire thing.
What you think?
Whoa.
Listen to the entire thing? You must have liked it.
Whoa.
I rode to Richmond. So,
okay.
It
makes more sense now.
I always put the new music on when I'm riding.
Even still, you don't like something, you ain't about to ride to it for a couple hours.
That's true.
Well, it didn't last a couple hours. I think the first couple songs, or the intro
first
song,
two bangers.
The intro is hard. That's a dope track. After that, I like the singles, and that's it. After that, there was a bunch of Meek trying to be Meek. I don't know. I think he was like reaching a lot.
I heard.
I wasn't necessarily impressed.
Somebody said Meek was doing his Dirk impressions on this album.
He tried to do it. He tried to do some of that
singing kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those songs I actually like Love Train. I think that is a very good song.
We Slide. That's
Shout out to his engineer. That's a beautifully engineered song.
That's not a sample, is it?
No.
Oh man,
it's not a sample. But I thought that was that's a really good song. The rest of them I didn't really care for, but I like the singles a lot. Like I love Blue Notes. I like that one that dropped. I like, of course, Share Locations.
You like Cold Hearted? He was getting busy on that joint.
I would have to run it back. It did nothing else but those 3 songs I mentioned, or 4 songs I mentioned stood out to me. I like Moneybags Yo. I like the features.
He snapped on
Moneybag Yo kills his feature. ASAP Ferg kills. I don't even fucking like ASAP Ferg.
Hotter than Juvie in 99.
He kills his feature. He does. He kills his feature.
Ferg's like.
Ferg did body that shit too. He bodied that shit.
This shit sounds really good on there.
Ferg is one of the not great rappers that I like for no reason.
He be snapping though.
He does. He says, some of the worst bars, but he just goes off. Some of the songs.
I like his flows. He be getting off. It just be crazy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You like that Gigs joint, huh?
I don't even.
Big London Underground.
I like Gigs. I like Gigs. North side, south side shit.
I like Gigs.
It's a hard track.
I don't think I'll listen to much of that.
I doubt it.
Some shit's got skipped. Okay, some shit's got. I just do what it was when it came on. Not for me. I'm gonna skip this shit. But the ones I liked. I think I take away 3 to 4 songs off of that I think I will listen to.
That's solid.
Again, so
I seem like I usually grab 4 or 5 Meek songs off of at least a handful of his albums. I gotta get to it, but I think I did listen to the Brent Fires joint though.
That's a tough song. I like that joint.
That's where I'm at with him right now. He's earned my respect that when I see his name featured, it's let me go check that one first. Yep.
Yeah, he be bodying hooks.
Yeah, I'm a big fan at this point.
I fuck with Brent.
What did you think of the album though? It's your boy.
I thought it was solid, man. Like I said, it was no skips to me. I let that shit ride. I've been listening to it for the past couple of days over and over again. I like the album. I'm really enjoying it. Bangers.
What's the sales?
Niggas in his bag. Well, I ain't checked the sales.
Have we seen the first week's projected sales?
No idea.
It was met expectations or exceeded your personal expectations?
I mean, he had been rolling this shit out for like the last 3-4 months. It seemed like he was sharing songs and shit, different snippets and shit. And I was fucking with the snippets. So I'm like, oh, this shit about to sound crazy.
Yeah.
Like just about all the joints that he shared snippets for are some of my favorite joints on here. The joint with Doug, We Slide. Was a shit. Of course, the Sharing Locations joint, The Expensive Pain, Blue Notes, which just was hard. He was getting busy.
Those, like I said, I like those. Says that he's projected to move 85 to 95,000 in the first week.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I mean, that's a solid number. And I didn't expect 100,000. DJ Academic said if he didn't sell more than 160, it's a dub. It's like
160.
That's really high.
You know him and Act been having issues with Meek forever, so he gonna say some whack shit
Well, they supposed to be doing 21. Supposed to be setting up a sit down between the two.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you know he was recently
21
on
would
the
be the moderator in
podcast.
that.
Right?
I watched some of that shit when he was on Act's podcast a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did we talk about that last week?
Nah.
We didn't bring up 21 on there?
Nah.
About that comedy he said about people don't listen to Drake in the hood.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that makes sense, though. He's like, niggas in the hood think Future is bigger than Drake.
I think you said, did you say something about him when I put it in the group? You said it was Cap or something?
I don't know.
I think you said he's Cap.
Probably.
I was like,
if you put it in the chat, he probably did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But you don't believe that?
Oh, I mean, I definitely believe that.
Street people ain't running to the new Drake joint.
In Atlanta.
That's what I was saying. I think that's an Atlanta
other places, thing. I think there are a lot of street dudes that listen to a lot of Drake.
Yeah, I think so.
But in Atlanta specifically...
I think that's what he was talking about. In Atlanta, where he from, the people he hang around with is not running to Drake. Future's that guy.
So nobody's bigger than Future in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's just
that makes sense.
how people think. So
Future,
I mean, that's
Gucci, it's a few of them
that
Atlanta people go listen to.
We're talking about Future. Future is a huge artist in his own right. Of course, he's just not nowhere near as big as Drake, but still, like, I mean, that's the biggest thing or most tangible thing, I guess, for them.
It's pretty close. They ain't going to tour together for no reason.
Yeah, right. I mean, but Drake's on another plane.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
the 1% for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I thought that was an interesting comment that he made about it, and he also addressed why a lot of industry people or folks don't fuck with YoungBoy as much or whatever, or why he think they don't.
What is that?
Or just he said a lot of people fuck with Dirk right now, so it's like you got to choose sides. And you can't.
They got beef.
Well, they don't specifically.
I think he asked him about Kanye and Drake, right? That's where it initially started. He was asking him about
why wouldn't he get on?
If Kanye called him to get on that album while he was on Drake.
He said he wouldn't get on Donda because he fucked with Drake so hard.
I did see that.
And then they was asking him about then he got to asking about NBA YoungBoy, like why the industry don't be fucking with him, and he was just saying like, hey, you know, Quando Rondo signed to NBA YoungBoy. And so that shit that happened with Quando Rondo and King Von.
People fuck with Dirk.
People fucking with Dirk in the industry and shit.
He's pretty huge.
YoungBoy don't play no industry games. So it's kind of just making it hard for, like, he don't want to fuck with the industry people apparently. So
he don't need them. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he don't need anybody.
I've seen a stat 3 years in a row with #1 albums.
Yeah, 3 years in a row.
Shit's crazy.
And he's the most viewed artist on YouTube.
I think he's the third ever to have a #1 while locked up. It's him, Wayne, and Pop.
That's it. #1 album.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, it's pretty nuts when you think about it. Because I mean, I listen to YoungBoy and I'm not like, I got some songs, especially off this album, that I do really like. But I'm not like overly impressed when I hear YoungBoy rap or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
it's insane.
He got a loyal fan base, and I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe because he portrays himself. I mean, he definitely portrays himself as like a rapper, but also is like kind of like a normal hood dude at the same time too. Like, how many rappers do you see just like openly smoking cigarettes and shit? You don't really see that shit.
Rappers smoking cigarettes.
I don't.
I mean, yeah.
I don't see that a lot.
I just see it. It's popping me. I see a picture of Offset smoking a cigarette the other day.
No, I mean, to me, Youngboy was the first dude I used to see like, he just smoked cigarettes on camera. He don't give a fuck.
I always think it's wild. Well, I guess if you would.
Most rappers don't do that.
I always think it's wild when like you're a superstar, you smoking cigarettes. Like Chris Brown, he's smoking cigarettes heavily.
Right, but I'm saying,
it's wild.
Is he gonna do that like
why are you smoking cigarettes?
Is he gonna do that on like an Instagram live or something? Probably not. Or in a music video or something. It's probably not, because that's gonna fuck up his image. But that's Youngboy's image. It's just like, you know, I'm just regular. I don't know. It's just like I'm like almost like I'm still in the streets type thing. Like, I'm gonna smoke me in Newport type shit. I think people gravitate towards that kind of energy. Like, oh, this dude don't give a fuck type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a little small detail, but you just don't see shit like that often. It's like if a rapper came out rapping about drinking beer and shit. There's plenty of people who drink beer, but no rapper ever talks about it.
Post Malone.
He's not a rapper. He doesn't even say he's country culture.
I forgot.
Well, but that type of language appeals to a lot of white people that do drink though. But there's a lot of black people out there that drink beer, but you just don't hear it in rap music. That's all I'm saying. It's like niggas smoke Newports all the time, but you don't hear nobody saying like, I just smoked this blunt, I'm about to bust down this Newport. Like, people don't say that shit because it's not like cool talk, but it's like,
it's normal shit to talk about.
It's normal shit to talk about. And I think that's why people gravitate towards Youngboy, because he don't really talk about shit that's cool. He just talk about like normal, regular shit. And that's like how he portrays his image as well, too. So, I don't know. It's a fine line, I guess.
I think what you're getting at is just like, he's just super rebellious. I think that's
right.
Think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because there's just something about being
12,
13 years old.
Smoking cigarettes.
But they don't like advertise it though. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is part of his image. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
That's how maybe it is.
Anytime you see this motherfucker on Instagram Live, he is smoking a cigarette, bro. I'm just saying. Every time I feel like I see he got a fucking cigarette in his hand. Like, this is like I said, it's the image that he kind of like. It doesn't even promote. It's just like, this is me every time you see me, and you don't get that from a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just. You know, Wayne had done a whole lot of fucking drugs and shit. It's like, bro, you don't smoke cigarettes? Or, you know what I'm saying? You do all this shit, you don't smoke cigarettes?
I think you're dying on this hill. I think I said what you said. I think I said it better, I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, you probably did.
I think you're dying on this cigarette.
I'm just saying.
Like, I'm sure a lot of these rappers
smoke cigarettes. You think Wayne smokes cigarettes? Bitch, you think Wayne would do that?
I mean, what I'm saying is, what I'm getting at is,
I'm pretty sure Wayne has smoked some cigarettes.
What I'm getting is, he probably does, but is that a popular image to promote in hip hop? Probably not.
As being rebellious.
Right. System. Yeah. Right. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all I come up with too. It doesn't make sense to me how much his sales are, but it's got to be the I don't give a fuck about anything image.
Gotta be. Actually, like the dents in his head. Do y'all know where that shit is from? I just recently saw it.
He's a weird looking dude.
I don't know.
Apparently, he broke his neck when he was 4 years old, and he had to get one of those. It's like he called it a halo, but it's like one of them stabilizer things that they drill into your skull and shit.
Damn.
So that's why he has the dents in his head and shit. I thought it was like some gangster shit. Or something.
It was
a fight or something.
It was.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably would have been better if he had a story like that.
He thought something fucked up about himself and choked himself.
No, he said he got slammed or something playing with the older boys and they broke his neck and that was it. Yeah, yep.
That's wild.
Yeah. If anybody was wondering why he had dents in his forehead, if anybody,
next time
I always wanted to know.
Next time I'm at a party,
yeah, right. You know,
you know about the dents.
Yeah, that's a party starter. Right? That's a party starter right there, bro. That's a party starter.
Y'all know about them dents?
Just saying.
Wale, Falarin, J. Cole's single for the Falarin 2 album.
Poke It Out.
Poke It Out.
I don't even remember if I listened.
You heard Vibrant thing, right?
Yeah, that's right. I remember y'all talking about
that's
that.
the fun fact I didn't know that the shit was vibrant. And not vibrant.
Yes.
Very.
Who the fuck knows that? That's not a word.
Who knows that?
Who knows that?
Who knows that?
Since we're making shit up.
Moose knows that. Moss knows that.
Welcome to rap. You can make it whatever you want.
Teach the audience though. That was a fun fact.
What? That is not a vibrant thing. It's
Q-tip.
vibrant thing.
Very
Q-tip
interesting.
song.
It's not even a real
Classic.
word.
Not even a word.
That's a
It's
good
a
song
word.
by Wale though.
Yeah, I like it.
And J. Cole. So
That was dope.
So it's definitely gonna be a radio banger. You'll hear it a lot in the clubs and everything like that. When is Wale gonna not use a cheat code though?
When are you gonna not bitch about Wale?
I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ.
I said it was a good song.
When is he gonna not?
I just said it was a good song.
It was.
What the
Why,
fuck?
does he
Say
gotta,
that.
why
You
you
did
put
say
like
that.
extras on it? Like Wally, the only person to use samples on
I'm
songs.
just saying.
like what we talking
Last two singles
You say,
have been cheat codes.
how come Wale don't got no hits? Wale makes a hit. How come Wale using a cheat code to make hits?
I never said he didn't have hits. So.
Nah, but that's the type of shit that you say about him. He's not popular. You can do what he does, which we know is retarded. But you take shots at his lack of
It's a
success.
single without somebody singing the hook. There you go.
But
He's doing the hook.
No doubt. When he's using another cheat code though.
Oh, J. Cole? J. Cole's a cheat code?
No,
there?
it's the familiar. We've talked about the cheat codes.
How much
the
does
familiar sample?
How much does he pay you for rent?
Get the fuck out of here.
How much is the room that he has in your head?
No, because it's not what it's about. It's just a fact. I mean, look, I said it was a good song. It is a good song, and I like the song he has with Chris Brown too. That's a good song.
Yeah, but when other
the
people
cheat code is a cheat code.
When other
It is
people
what it
use
is.
samples, he says, "I just love the evolution of music, and you could take an old song and you could add shit on top of it.
I never
That's
said
creative."
It's not dope. I never said it's not dope. It's not. I never
You
said
put
the
a little
song.
actions on it, like it's
Wasn't
an asterisk
good.
beside the single because it's a sample.
But we had a whole
the song.
topic about cheat codes, and y'all don't want to acknowledge that he's using cheat codes back to back for singles.
Yeah, but who cares?
It's all right.
We had a whole talk about it,
That's
so obviously
music.
we do.
That's
We talked about what is a
you
cheat code.
introduced the cheat code.
We talked about what is a cheat code, and we were like, "Is Chris Brown having him on a song a cheat code?" Yeah, we
Fuck
think
yeah.
so. We never said nothing about it being a bad thing.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. Didn't say it was a bad
Come on,
thing.
man.
But I'm taking
Carl
notes.
liked the
motherfucker.
song.
I'm putting the shit down.
Carl liked the song, and he
It's
was
a good
like,
song.
"Fuck, what can I hate on this?" There's no no R&B hook.
Use another cheat code again.
Cheat code, got him.
I mean, well, I knew that.
Got him.
As soon as you hear the song, people don't even know that this is Wale when they first hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think they start jamming because they like Vibrant Thing. It's not because they like Wale when they first hear the song. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's the difference.
No, let's not do that though. Before anybody knew what the song
song is
sounded
tight.
like, and you
The
see
song
J.
is
Cole
tight.
and Wale putting out a single, you're gonna listen to it. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, it randomly comes up. Like, I randomly put it on for my girl. She didn't even know. We was riding in the car, I put it on, and she started going crazy because the Vibrant Thing sample starts hitting the shit.
Right.
She thought it was that.
Right.
And she was like, oh, what is this? When Wale starts rapping. That's what I'm saying. He don't
Got
even
him.
need to
Got
really
him.
start rapping.
God only work.
Right. It's a cheat code. Just acknowledge that part. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Good song. Good idea.
I don't know what you want us to acknowledge. We acknowledge that Chris Brown on the hook is a cheat code and using an old sample is a cheat code. We've acknowledged this already.
All right,
what do you want us to say?
Don't
What do you
come
want us to
after
say?
me for just pointing out the obvious.
Nah, 'cause
and act like I'm a hater
You
because
didn't,
I'm
you
not a
didn't
hater.
just
I'm just
point out
stating
the
fact.
obvious. You didn't just state he used a cheat code. You said, when is Wale gonna not use a cheat code?
Yeah. You say it was like so, like he whack for doing that. Like, what are you talking about?
That's a fair question. When is he not going to do it though? Because he's not being shit. Been a couple times now. We running out of him now.
Like he ain't been doing music for 10 years.
He's looking up the difficult cheat code now. The RR2X.
He did all the complicated shit initially. And then you were like, nah, I could do that. And he's like, all right, fuck it then. I'm just use a cheat code.
I don't know what
I think
complicated.
that's really what Wale doing right now, for real.
Yeah, I don't appreciate
He had so many great albums that people didn't respect, like how he should have respected. He's like, all right, I'll just make this hit singles for you.
Hey, get us an MJ sample.
This is easy. It's like, this is easy for him to do this. So it's like, I can get y'all this. I can do this all day long.
Y'all don't like my wordplay? Give him Pretty Young Thing.
Right, exactly. It works. It's out of here.
Sounds like Wale.
What else you got for new music? We got 6-7 minutes
Y'all
left
listen
here.
to that Bino and Roddy joint?
Hell yeah.
That's a slapper out in here.
I didn't hear that.
For real.
I didn't listen to anything.
It's a dope record.
Bino and who?
Roddy.
Oh, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a dope record. They went in.
I gotta go find the new drops from this week.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What else?
I feel like I heard something else, but it's not coming to me at the moment.
Oh, fucking Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid dropped the project together.
Yeah, I seen that. I don't want to listen. I do not want to I'm interested because I'm like, why is Lil Wayne doing a whole project with Rich the Kid?
Very random.
Rich
I like
the
a few
Kid is
Rich
so
Kid,
bad
Rich the
at
Kid
rapping.
albums. I like a few Rich Kid songs. I don't want to say albums. Like a few of the songs, from a while ago, whatever. I listened to it. It's cool. It won't
That means it's terrible.
It's cool.
Yeah. That means it's
I
terrible.
won't go back and listen to it again.
Yeah, because you're pretty nice. You're pretty nice with reviews.
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty nice.
Yeah, if it was just alright to you, it's not gonna be good to us.
It was just cool. Y'all won't like this version of Wayne. Y'all won't like Wayne on this if y'all would listen to it just for Wayne.
I'm sure.
That would be the only reason.
I'm
There was
not
one song they was going to do a little back and forth. I was like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing right now?
I appreciate the heads up.
Wayne, why are you going back and forth, Rich's Kid?
Right.
Why are you doing this?
Like, why?
Thank you for
I don't
the
know
heads
how
up.
they got this relationship together where they would put
They're
out a
skaters,
surprise
ain't they?
project.
Are they both skaters?
I don't know about that. I ain't know Rich the Kid was a skater. Maybe
I don't know either. I could be mixing them up. I don't know him though. I know of him.
Yeah, very random, but hey, I guess do what you do. If you got an opportunity to do an album with Wayne,
it's
you
like,
do that shit.
I mean, Rich the Kid is cool and all, but the dude there, I mean, he don't really have like. When's the last time he really dropped a song that was good? I mean, he's a one-hit wonder.
He's
right?
plug walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a plug. Yeah,
I do know that
one-hit
one
wonder.
song, then.
So I'm like, why are you even linking with him like that, Wayne?
You're asking why? Okay.
You say he's a one-hit wonder? I don't know if he's a one-hit wonder.
I mean, he got
That's probably his biggest record.
He got some other songs.
He got some records, but that's
he got some
probably
other
just
songs, but this is what he's known for as far as like. Look, I mean, Andrew can't name another song from Rich the Kid.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just don't get why.
Oh, New Freezer with Kendrick. New Freezer.
Actually,
I
haven't
love
heard
that
that
song.
song.
Oh, okay. I know
know.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
I know
his
his
two biggest records.
It's kind of surprising how well I know his name without knowing any music.
Because he gets a lot of features and gets on a lot of tracks with people.
Okay.
He has a lot of good relationships with it. He was originally a member of the Migos.
Really?
Yeah, originally. Like before
That's
the
when
Migos blew up.
what's his name was locked up though, right?
Yeah. But originally
when
it was
Offset was
all
locked
four
up.
of them.
Yeah.
And
Then
then-
Offset got locked up, and then
Yeah.
he kind of filled in.
In which the kid just decided to go solo.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. So he probably could have been bigger than well.
That was a
He's had
terrible
a
move
pretty
for his
good
career.
Yeah, that's
This was
rough.
a terrible move for him. I'll tell you that. Go
I mean, he
solo.
didn't did bad.
I mean, he's not bored. Nothing. He's not. What's that other dude? The famous Dex or nothing. But I mean,
That's
still,
one of the dudes he signed,
He
man.
just need a little bit of straightening.
yeah. I guess.
Here's what it is.
Anything else that came out? I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back on the music here soon. I just spent with some old stuff that would not be pod interest.
Yeah. M.A.C dropped the album. I ain't listened to it all the way through yet.
Really?
Yeah, he dropped another project.
There's another one of those that just
M.A.C.
keeps them coming.
Yeah. Flooding it. Yeah, that's all. That's it. It's worth talking about, really.
Sounds good. Y'all got samples?
I do.
Man, I struggled to find one. Shit is probably gonna get guessed right away. But I got one.
Good.
I'm gonna have to so I'm gonna have to get it set up. But anyway, if you are on the YouTube, we appreciate you watching. We'll be back next week, episode 118.
Yeah.
Peace out. We're listening to the samples though, if y'all want. Peace.
Indeed.